Hi, this is Jeannie, and today I'm going to take, this is a leftover Christmas wreath. This is just a magnolia wreath that I got at Walmart. It had a red velvet bow on it, and I took that off after Christmas, but I need to get rid of this red hanger and put a new bow. Now I have 3 of these that go on my back porch, so the first thing I'm going to do is I have to make 3 bows that are just alike, and I'm going to just take this ribbon and see what length of a hanger that I need. I want to hang it back. They're going across 3 windows on my back porch, and I'm just using suction cup hangers. So let me see what these ribbons, that's 29 inches. So I'm going to cut, my chairs on the back porch are kind of an aqua and then like a beige animal print. Sorry. So I've got this ribbon, and of course it came from Trendy, and it is RGE 1203H1, and then I have what's called a diagonal printed plaid, which is just a beige and cream, and that number is RGA 127401. So I'm going to use these 2 ribbons and make just a kind of a simple bow. The reason I don't usually buy wreaths from Walmart, but the reason I got these was because it was magnolia leaves, and I knew I could use them all year long. And if I wanted to, I could take some greenery and flowers and, you know, fluff these out a lot more, but I'm just going to keep them plain and simple and put a new bow on them. So I'm going to use the Pro Bow 4-in-1. You can use it to make bows just like you do the Easy Bow Maker. The main thing is that these 2 pegs in the center hold your ribbon for you, and that makes it a little easier. It's hard for me to make a hand-tied bow and keep everything even, so I like to use something like this. It has extra pegs with it, and I usually keep them, you know, in the Pro Bow when I'm not using it. And you can like space the pegs out, and if you needed to use this to like wrap your ribbon around to make ribbon strips, or if you're making a wreath and doing the ruffle technique, and you know you make a ruffle, if you're using 2 different kinds of ruffles, you can make a ruffle and stick it down in there just to hold it till you get your whole ruffle made and that kind of thing. So anyway, today I'm just going to make a simple bow, and I'm going to go ahead and cut. I have 3 of those wreaths, so I'm going to get that out of the way. Sorry. Go ahead and cut 3 pieces, 29 inches. And I'm going to use, these are some ribbon scissors that we have at Trendy that are just great. They're made for a ribbon. I don't know, you know, I guess you could use them on any fabric, but the main thing I guess is your scissors that you use for a ribbon, you know, don't cut other things with them like paper and stuff, and for sure don't use them as wire cutters. Of course, all this ribbon is wired, but still. I want 3 pieces all the same length for my hangers because, like I say, they're on suction cups on the windows back there. So of course I can move the suction cups around if they're not exactly even. And I thought what I would do would just be to staple these ends together, like to make the hanger, instead of tying them in a knot. Just staple the ribbon together like that. Well, not like that. Lap it over like that. And then I can roll that around and then just use that to hang on the hanger. So let me get my stapler. So I'm just gonna lap that over about 1 inch. Oops. I think the one I took off was actually hot glued. Just put like 4 staples in that, 4 or 5. Okay, and then I can just roll that around to the back. And then I can hang it like that on my suction cup and just put my bow down here. So let me just hang this out of the way for right now. Okay, so, and those are my other two pieces, so lay them over there. So I'm gonna start out, I think, with this beige printed ribbon and put the aqua on top. So the first thing I'm gonna do is this is just some paddle wire. I'm gonna go ahead and cut me a piece that's about, I don't know, about 30 inches. That's too much, but that's okay. And then I have, this is some wire cutters that we have on Trendy, and there you can lock them. I like that. Don't use your scissors for cutting wire. And I'm gonna go ahead and find, okay. And I'm just gonna lay that ribbon down and I'll, that wire down, I'll find it in a minute. So I'm gonna start out with making the tails on this bow about 10 inches. So I'm just gonna pinch that up, drop that down, pull that tail toward me, and I'm gonna make about a 12-inch bow. So I'm gonna come out to the 6-inch mark, make a loop, drop that down, give it a twist, get my right side up, make a 6-inch loop on the other side, drop that down, and I think I'll go ahead and make 2 loops on each side with this ribbon, because I've got, it's practically a brand new roll of ribbon, but I've got to make 3 bows that are just alike, so I want to be careful to not run out. I don't want to have to go back and get another roll. 2 loops on each side at the 6 inches, and come down and cut that tail off. Move that ribbon out of the way, and then we'll take this aqua. That is such a pretty color. And I'm gonna make the tail the same length, and it doesn't have a right and a wrong side, but I usually just go ahead and keeping the same pattern. I'll just still go ahead and twist. And this time I'm gonna make that about at the 5-inch loop, 5-inch mark. 5 inches on each side. Twist. Make another 5-inch loop. 2 on each side. They're just a little bit smaller. Okay, and then come down and cut that tail off. I may have to even up those tails when I'm done. That's okay. I'm gonna press that down tight as I can. Now you can use floor wire, chenille stems, or zip tie. I'm gonna use the floor wire on this one. It's gonna take my wire. I'm gonna ease that up out of the board, keep it all stacked up. Take the wire, go right over the top where my thumb is, and bring it around to the back. And give it a twist. I'm gonna hold onto the wire and twist the bow. Okay, and let me move that out of the way. And then I'm gonna take my fluff box. This is a homemade fluff box. It's nothing but a 10 by 10 inch piece of wood. It has a little nail and a little eye hook. I painted it and sanded off the edges. So I'm gonna take my bow and slide the wires under that eye hook and bring it around and wrap it just once or twice around that little nail, and that will hold it while I work on fluffing out my bow. So you want to be sure that you handle each loop and each tail. So just started at the bottom and worked toward the top. This is a really easy bow to do. And once you've got it fluffed to suit you, and of course most of the time, you know, once you put it back on your wreath or whatever, you have to fluff it a little bit more. But that's it. And just kind of pinch it up in the center. That wire doesn't show. And then I'm going to take that wire and put it on the wreath. I'm just going to spread that out, kind of find my, kind of underneath some leaves here. I may have to hang it on the wall to make sure I've kind of got it in the center of where I want it to be. Okay. And then the next thing I'm going to do, so that's my wreath bow, is dovetail these tails. You just fold that ribbon, cut on the folded edge. And then just kind of put your hands under that ribbon and fluff it just a little bit, just to give it just a little bit of a curl, get rid of that just flatness. Okay, so now it is ready to hang.